poem because I had a writer's block, and then one day I was tired. I decided I'm gonna write. I wrote this poem. I hope y'all enjoy it. I like to remember my poem.
Right.
I can remember this one. It was 2 days ago, so I'm gonna write it. I'm gonna spit it. I lie about how I feel until I don't feel anything at all. I waited 4 whole weeks for that line to drop from my lips. I'm embarrassed. Because my whole being is love, and yet I can't seem to love a person without seemingly wanting to control them. Love says you can go across the 7 seas and settle, but I still will love you here at home. Love does not encase, it does not hold, it does not hinder. I'm learning. Just like I learn a man's body before I learn his behavior. Some days I feel the world on every inch of my skin, sketched out in great detail up and around my torso. Some days I cry in corners for hours about those who have lost, whether it be from a changed number, to prison, to dreams, or to the arms of someone else. I feel like sandless beaches and forests with no trees. I feel like mothers who have carried babies in their stomach 9 months only to give birth to dust. My mother tells me I'm emotional. My friends ask me, how do I wear lonely so well? If I held up my shirt, you would see stretch marks that would prove that I have been pulled and swooned by many across bedspreads and hotel sheets. How I have been stretched across endless cities into your mother's garage or basement or dug out in the back seat of old Chevys. They say it's bad for a woman to crave sex. To only understand fulfillment by a foulness that strikes with precision at high noon. Or it is sad that you only feel completeness by how well a man does you. Your self-worth lies nowhere near your genitals. But everybody has walls built up around their heart and their mind, so I guess the next best thing is what lies between their thighs. Lights please, lights please.
Wow.
Turn out the lights. But now everything just seems so right. And how you make the darkness seem so bright. Feeling like things gonna be alright. But see, what I really want is a brother to break down my penitentiaries that have held me so long. I'm carrying my father's absence in the long line of docile women from which I came. I come from women who were drenched in pain and covered their lips with their own hands to silence their own whimpers. Women who refuse to show that they are hurt, who beg in small gestures like an potential slip of breath bound by cotton shirts, or looking through old pictures to never forget the way your father's beard looks in the summertime, or how he wore the Converse with the knee-high socks and the brown stoles and jersey. Trying to forget so much they can't help but to remember. I guess you could say this is a love poem, or I'm not afraid to stand up here and be naked poem, wearing nothing but my insecurities. If I told you my fears, you would all probably laugh. Because I'm not one to need cars or clothes. I'm just afraid I would never know love. I would never know how or what it is like to eat plentiful from somebody's soul. That I would inevitably travel this world alone. I don't want money. I just want to be wonderful. I don't want to be careful. I just want to be full of care. To the man I hope to love one day. I only hope you fall in love with the smoke on my skin from the places I've been. That you see that my promise is greater than my potential. That some days I will be a stumbling apology, but in return you only hug me harder, hold me longer. And until then I will be right here waiting, just waiting. Thank you.